Chapter 16 of For Heaven's Sake, Little Talks to Little Folks by Reverend Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 16 Joseph and Nicodemus. Good Friday. The first Good Friday. That was the saddest day that this world has ever seen. On that first Good Friday, Jesus Christ hung on a cross. Jesus suffered for 3 long hours. Then Jesus bowed his head and died. After Jesus died on the cross, the Blessed Virgin Mary began to wonder, who will take Jesus down from the cross? Will the soldiers leave Jesus hanging on the cross? Well, let me tell you what happened. There was a man by the name of Joseph. A good man, a holy man, and a rich man. This Joseph had loved Jesus. He still loved Jesus. Well, when Joseph heard that Jesus had died, he went to Pilate. Pilate, you know, was a governor, and nobody could touch Jesus without Pilate's permission. Joseph begged Pilate to give him the body of Jesus, and Pilate said, "Yes." Joseph hurried back to Calvary, where he met a man by the name of Nicodemus. Nicodemus offered to help. First, Joseph and Nicodemus removed the nails from the feet of Christ. Then they loosened the nails in the hands of Christ. They lifted the body of Christ very carefully from the cross and placed the body on the ground. Joseph and Nicodemus sprinkled the body with spices. Then they wrapped the body in a clean cloth. Where did the men bury Jesus? Of course Jesus had no grave of his own. Jesus was too poor to own a grave. But Joseph had a grave that he had built for himself. The grave was made of rock. There was a door on the grave, and inside the grave was a bench. Well, Joseph and Nicodemus placed the body of Jesus on the bench. They covered the face of Jesus with a cloth. They closed the door of Jesus' grave. Jesus was dead. Joseph and Nicodemus had buried Jesus. Don't you think that Joseph and Nicodemus were very kind to the dead body of Jesus? Yes, indeed. They handled the body very carefully. Nothing was too good for that body. They gave the dead body of Jesus the very best they had. Joseph and Nicodemus loved the dead body of Jesus. Here in our church, boys and girls, we have the body of Jesus. Not the dead body of Jesus, but the real body of Jesus. The living body of Jesus Christ. Yes, the body of Jesus is right here on our altar. Do you notice how clean we keep the altar? Notice how clean are the altar cloths. Our candlesticks, our altar cards are the best that money can buy. We want the very best for Jesus. We want a clean place for Jesus, a clean home for Jesus. We try to be like Joseph and Nicodemus. We try our very best to honor the living body of Jesus, because we love the body of Jesus. Now, how about you? When you receive the body of Jesus in Holy Communion, do you honor the body of Jesus? Do you have Jesus come into a clean home? Do you brush your clothes? Do you wash your face and your hands? Do you comb your hair? If you're careless about the way you look, then you're not respectful to Jesus. How about your soul? When you receive the body of Jesus, be sure that your soul is always clean. That means that there must be no sins on your soul. Jesus doesn't want to enter a dirty soul. Children, try to be like Joseph and Nicodemus. Respect and honor the body of Jesus. When you receive Jesus in Holy Communion, let your body be clean. Above all, let your soul be clean. End of chapter 16.